facebook.com.
And then you can pick whatever your fancy is, whether you're a Twitter person or a Facebook person or person or whatever. I'm on all of them.
Yeah, I hear you. I know. I paused there because of your little battle with Facebook there. I mean, I think Facebook's stupid. I actually had this lady friend me, so I'm like, whatever. She looks like she could work for Facebook. She may look like a fucking news lady. I don't know what she is. 2 days later, I get a message. Oh, this is very important. A Facebook organization has contacted you. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I heard you. Because I'm so awesome. They asked you to contact. And she writes back, no, this is not a joke and blah, blah, blah. You won a contest. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I won the Lamar Odom contest. I'm waiting for my cocaine and strippers to show up. And we went back and forth, and she's like, I'm telling you the FBI approved. I go, why would the FBI approve a contest on Facebook? Really? What does the FBI got to do with approving a... I go, you're a fucking idiot. So I report the profile, and they write back to me and say, this profile, there's nothing wrong. I go, do you even look at it? The person says they work for Facebook.
It's all automated.
It's such bullshit, but then yet they want all... Yeah, you're right. It probably is, but then they give certain people a hard time.
Yeah, as soon as I change it to Fook Yourself.
That was funny.
That's your name. Yeah.
That was funny. But, yeah, it's a complete joke, and I reported even the messages. You know what? It's just a fucking idiot is what it was, but I don't know. I don't know why they, had to bust your balls about it. I don't know why they don't let artists be fucking artists. You know what I'm saying? That's who we are. I'm not going to reveal anything about my name because I don't need that shit being shut down. But, it's fucking ridiculous. It's like, this guy I know, 7 Factor, had fucking 700,000 fans on Facebook, and they just deleted his page because they don't like him. So it's bullshit. But I know. That's why I paused there. So I don't want to dwell on Facebook. I got enough people who call in and talk about that shit. So what do you want to do now? You want to do a couple of songs here straight, or you want to take a break after the next one?
Yeah, I'm going to try another song. This is something that I did just before this release that I kind of like to play. So.
All right, excellent.
It's time to do a shot with your family. Yeah, get your cold car. This bar right here rocks. It's time to do a shot with your family.
All right. Nice, man. That was a good one. I played the Cold Cock song there. It's a little jingle that Diesel Confederacy came up with. Dude, I was so relaxed during that. Thank you. I almost fell asleep in my fucking chair. It sounded good, man. So, you know, I'm speechless. I love this shit. I mean, where else am I going to get a live performance directly in my ears by an artist that sounds so good? Where else are you going to get this shit? Oh, yeah, at the world's greatest show, The Jay Stone Show at rockmetaltalk.com. I don't know. Last week was a fun show. Did you listen to last week, dude?
I got a little bit of it. I've been like working some extra hours. The guy that is a supervisor of my division was out sick for a couple of days. So. Gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta pitch in for the team.
Well, I hear you. But yeah, Last Day Rising were cool guys. Played some Cold Cock bands, had some fun interacting with people over the chat and stuff on Facebook and Spreaker there. But it's always a fun time here at the Jay Stone Show. I'm having a good time tonight.
So it's a good booster.
But yeah, I think I'm going to give us a little bit of a break here, and I'm going to talk to KATZINJAMMA off the air while I play you a little something for all the new listeners. I got a ton of new fucking fans. I got a bunch of likes on Facebook, which I don't get too much because I'm such a dick. Well, I mellowed out over the years, but my show was very controversial, I guess you could say, back in the day. So I like to stir a lot of shit up. I've been banned from news sites and whatever. They don't run stories on me anymore, so whatever. But I mellowed out over the years.
Plantains if you're banned.
What's that?
Make sure you get the plantains before you get banned.
Yeah, that's funny. But it's been cool. I got a bunch of new people on Spreaker. Hooking up with Cold Cock Whiskey was a great thing as well. I get to interact with all the bands that they sponsor and do great things for, and you know, get good promotions for. They just got a couple of bands. You know, I like Slipknot, but I'm not enough to really go see them ever play again. But they put a few bands on the Knot Fest there and gave unsigned bands, or you know, bands that may be signed but not to major deals, the opportunity to go play at the Knot Fest, and they let them in their booth and they let them sign shit, and they're just a good company. So it's just one of those things that I got, you know, a good opportunity, and it's helping me expand my show and spreading the word about more bands. I mean, some asshole was on one of these Facebook sites that I joined, like Metal Sludge or something, and just acted like a dick about Cold Cock bands that were sponsored in radio shows or whatever. I don't. It doesn't matter to me. That all the bands that submitted stuff happened to be great bands, and I played them all. For someone who's such a music lover or a critic as he thinks he is, you think he'd be like, "Oh yeah, man, give new bands opportunities." It's ignorant assholes like that make it harder for bands to break through and shit. But I'm good.
Back in the day, if you didn't have, you know, like us up north, you know, we had Fingers Metal Shop. You know, if it wasn't for guys like him, guys like you to do a similar thing, you know, they look for, you know, untapped talent that, you know, might have done a release on a private label, and, you know, they get a shot. Why do you think White Trash is still playing, going heavy? You know, they're still around. They do other things, though, and that's great because they know.
Right.
They do it. They come up with some great music. You know, how do you know, I wouldn't have known about TT Quick if I didn't know he was saying something about it.
Right, and you're not going to learn about any band. I mean, look at Twisted Sister, Zebra, all of these bands. You wouldn't, WBAB, all of that shit from Long Island. But
yeah, you're not going to hear Iron Maiden on some, like, WNEW, not unless they're doing some kind of metal block.
Right. But, I don't know where radio is now, but I have a good time doing this shit over the internet and being syndicated. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. But
I love it. Even when, even though, the star shines for a little while and things change, I know I still get my airplays on Django, which is just like a Last FM kind of concept, through my first distribution. I get like 10 plays, and, there's people in, you name the country, somewhere far away, they've heard about me. That's cool.
Right. No, it's like looking at the stats for the radio show. It's like before I was on Spreaker, I did some stuff for satellite radio, and then I had multiple formats of my show. And then you look at some of the countries and you're like, really? These are the people listening to my show. I mean, Brazil was like, besides the United States, that was my number 2 country to be broadcast in, was Brazil. And it's like,
right,
who the fuck brought me over there? You're not going to get that on regular radio. What's that?
Who do I know in Brazil?
It just takes that one person, and then they post the show. I mean, MySpace did wonders for my show back in the day. I pray.
This my popularity too when the first MySpace came around. Now, granted, now it's a whole different ballgame, but I actually like the new form of MySpace. It's kind of neat to be on there. There are some people that'll say hello, like L, hello L. It's cool.
I just wish it was like it was back in the day, but everything changes and people move on. But I don't know. I posted something about how when you got to pay to get people to like your page on Facebook, and then you have to pay to send so those same people can see a message. Some people disagreed with me. Some people agreed with me. I think that's double dipping. I think that you're making money off the AdSense and all the shit you're doing with millions of people every day. You're making money for doing absolutely nothing. Why do you got to nickel and dime the fucking people that are going to your site to allow you to make that income? Take it from the corporations and the advertisements. Look, Google AdSense for them is probably one of the biggest things, and then ads directly to them are probably with millions of people, billions probably a day hitting that place. I don't know. It just certain shit annoys me. But yeah, you provide us a place for free, but you don't provide a place for free. But anyway, I don't want to talk about fucking Facebook. The people on there get on my nerves. You make a comment, like I made a comment the other day about them killing all the black